there are some things that you can do with the command prompt, but you will never do it on your graphical user interface. Let me give you an example. You connect to a Wi-Fi network today. Tomorrow you're going to go and you just connect to it. You won't even bother to type in the password. Why? Because your computer knows the password. It is your computer, but it will never give you the password and then you find it anywhere unless you use the command prompts to dig out that password from your computer that you think it is yours. Another thing is you can use command prompt to hide a folder. Maybe it is having some contents that you don't want people to see, or maybe you're having some pictures, or maybe anything that you don't want people to see. You can hide the folder and then unhide the folder again. That is the power of command prompt. It is so good and it's very valuable for everyone to learn how to use the command prompt. So I am going to open another Explorer and then take you where we are right now. If you can see, the prompt is saying we are in our C drive, and then the first folder is called Windows, the second folder is called System32. So let's see that inside our graphical user interface by hitting our C drive and then going to Windows and looking for where there is System32. This is where we are. Very many folders in here. To prove to you that we are inside here, we are going to hit our first command, which is dir. This one will list every directory that is inside, which is here. These are very long list of files. Now, if you can see in your command prompt, the list is also long. It's also very long. I'm saying things like maybe advanced key settings and notifications. All those things are inside here. Now, this is not what we're going to be doing. Now, let me clear my screen using this command called CLS. CLS stands for clear screen. So you hit your enter, everything goes away and you remain with a very nice and clean window. Now, I want us to go away from this System32. What do we do? I want us to go inside our C drive, to go back inside like I'm going in the graphical user interface. Go back into the C drive, then users, and enter this user. So we're going to say cd, which stands for change directory ... which means we are going to jump this folder called System32 and go to folder called Windows. So let's execute this command by hitting our enter key on the keyboard. Nothing is happening. Let's type in that again, cd ... enter. You can see it has jumped. It has taken away the System32 and now it's remaining with Windows. But we're not yet there. We'll perform the same command again, cd ... Now we are inside our C drive. In our graphical user interface, this is where we are right now. So to prove that, I'm going to say dir, which is going to list every folder inside there. So you can see here there is Intel. We have Intel here, Pavlogs, program files times 86, users, Windows, and then XAMPP. Now I want us to go to the users. The command is cd to change directory. The same command that we've been using from up here. cd ... is to jump backwards. cd plus the directory name, in this case, which is users. It will take us to that directory, which is users. From up here, if you can see it, you are inside the C / then our prompt. Now, after saying cd into users, we are now inside users with this / that we're seeing here. Now it is prompting us from inside the users, which we are in, is also in our graphical user interface. We are going to do a command called dir to see whatever thing that is inside users. We are seeing two folders, which is public and WATO. Now let us go inside that WATO. We are inside the folder. Now inside this folder is our user, our workspace, where we're going to get our desktop and everything. So let's cd into our desktop. So dir to see whatever thing that's inside the desktop. You see we hit ls and then we got an error here. That is another challenge with the command prompt. You need to know what you're doing. Master this. It's not difficult to master it, but even if you make a mistake, you won't see anything. As the video goes on, I'm sure I'm going to make a couple of mistakes, but that's the way to learn and the way to to keep things going on properly. Now, on our desktop, we are having KnDjoshua.dbx. Quick something here that I need to give you. This is my database where I keep all my passwords. It is an offline password manager. Keepers is good. It's a very good password manager. It helps you generate random passwords, and it also has web browser integration. So you create your database and then you protect every password inside that database. The only password you need to memorize is the password to that database. So it makes life a little bit easier. You won't be able to memorize long passwords. Almost every now and then, different websites keeps on asking us to create an account. But as time goes on, we find out that you're using the same account for everything. For your Gmail, the same account, and the same password everywhere. So this Keepers is a very good solution for it. I'll make a video for it as well. Now, we're seeing .dbx, which is here inside our command prompt. So let's close this, and then there are two videos. There is a video which is showing audio, video which is showing just the icon video. The same things are here. Now I want us to create a folder inside our desktop. That's the command, make directory. A directory is just like a folder. Okay, it's like make a folder. But the command is like make directory. But that is how you write it. You write something different from this, I promise you're going to get an error. So you follow it by the name of the folder that you want to make. In this case, I'm going to call it KnDjoshua with capital K. Hit enter. You can see that something came up. You're seeing Kennedy. It's a folder already inside the on the desktop. So it's pretty easy. Most of the things you can do in the graphical, you can do it inside the Windows command prompt as well. But some of you might be asking yourself, why is it that I have to first open command prompt to create a folder when I can just right click and create a folder? This is just for mastering, knowing what you can do and what you cannot do. The next thing that I'm going to show you is something more powerful that you might not be able to do with the graphical user interface. So let me clear the desktop right now by hitting CLS to clear everything. But before we go far, I want to first show you how to also delete a folder. So it's called remove directory, and then followed by the name of the folder that you want to remove, and then you hit enter on that. The folder goes away. You've removed it. That is it. Now let's make that folder again. Make directory KnDjoshua. Hit enter on that. The directory has come back on the desktop. CLS to clear our desktop. Now I'm going to open another Windows Explorer here under my desktop. Download. I'm going to copy this song into our folder that we just created. Paste the song in there. Now you just imagine you don't want anyone else to listen to this song, but the song is in the computer. If you delete it, it goes away. Even you're going to miss it. But the best thing that you can do, you can just hide the folder so that no one sees it. It's hidden. How do you do that? Let's go on our command prompt. So you're going to change just the attribute. That folder will remain there, but the attribute will change. Right now, if we search for KnDjoshua and then under folder, yes, it's here. We have found our KnDjoshua. It is just here. Open it. Open KnDjoshua. It is taking quite some time. Okay, as it's opening. Now, this folder, we want to hide it from here. You want to hide this folder from here. Okay, let me just stop this. How do you hide that folder? You just change the attribute using this command, H HSR followed by the folder name that you want to hide, KnDjoshua. Then you hit your enter. But there is one thing I want you to mark. We are doing all this command because we're inside the desktop, which is where our folder is. If you're in a different location and your folder is in a different location, this command will not work for you. It will not work. So let's hit enter and we see what happens. Bam! Just gone. You've hidden your folder. If you're to search for KnDjoshua, not going to find the folder like we found it last time when we tried opening and it delayed. The folder is not there. See more options, search it under folder. There is no result found for KnDjoshua, but deep down we know it that folder exists. So if you've done this command and mistakenly your folder is gone and you're wondering how am I going to bring back the folder, this is how you're going to do it. You just, let me bring back that first line of command, and then we're just going to change these positives to negatives to unhide it. Run all the way, hit enter, watch your desktop, bam, your folder comes back. That is the power of command prompt. You really need to know how to do this. Now the next thing I want to show you is this command called system info. This command is good. Just imagine, okay, you just want to sell off your PC and you want to show whatever thing that's in the PC, maybe the domain, the logon server, hotfix. You want to check the BIOS version. It provides you everything that you need to know about your PC, which is here using this command called system info. The next command is a command to clip out some things. So imagine you want to copy this to a text file, copy it and then send it to the person who wants to buy the PC. This is the best way to do it. You right click on it on your desktop. Let me first create a neon text document right here. I'm going to call it system info, just like that. Now let me clear my command prompt again. I'm going to type the same command, system info, followed by the pipeline, and then followed by the word clip. Now system, oh, that was a typo, we missed an S in our system info, so we'll type that again, system info, the pipe sign, and then the word clip. Hit enter. The command will execute, but it's not showing anything like it showed last time. It's not showing anything. What does it mean? What does it mean? That the output of this command, you've taken it to the clipboard. So to verify that, I'm going to open the text document that we created, make it full screen, increase the size of the words, right click on it anywhere, and paste whatever thing that is inside the clipboard that we have. So this is the output of the command that we just used. So I'm going to save this on the desktop and then close it. Another thing, probably you are a person who likes installing apps and uninstalling apps. This command will help you to list all the applications that you've ever installed in your PC. So we make product, get now, hit enter on that. Takes some little bit of time and then it shows you everything that you've ever installed inside the machine. Now another useful command that I'm greatly sure that will help is the command to check the battery health report. This command will analyze the battery usage, your PC battery usage, and then generate a uniform report in an HTML document about your battery. So the command is called power cfg and then \energy. But with this command it will take up to 60 seconds to. So another command that I want us to look at is a command called tree. Now tree just basically lists everything where you are, where you currently are. Right now I'm at the desktop, as you can see here, So if I hit the command called tree, just the simple tree that you can see the graphical you can see a representation of what is inside your current directory, which is desktop. There is a folder called KnDjoshua, and then there is a folder in it called called new folder. Let's check this and we see new folder is here. So that's the only thing that tree does. So I'm going to clear that command away, and then we see one networking command that in most cases saves the day. Now in a computer network, you can connect to any computer out in the internet, probably maybe Google's computer, maybe that server. You can connect with them from here. But now to connect with them, that connection doesn't just go straight away in one line to the Google server. It goes through certain procedures. It goes through what we call DNS resolver. There are four different types of domain name systems, because remember, an IP address is just a string of number. Human beings cannot master that. I'm talking about this with the sense of the numbers of websites that is available right now. There are over 1 billion websites out there. Now if you to memorize the IP address is like 192.168.1.1, that is for one website, and then you memorize all the websites, including for Facebook, maybe for Twitter, maybe you also memorize. It is tedious. So that's where they came up with what they call the DNS, which is the domain name system. Now computers go through the process every time they want to connect to a server, maybe a server for Facebook. It goes through it. Now there's some moments when the DNS cache that has been stored inside the computer, maybe it's full, or maybe I don't know how to say it, but sometimes you just need to refresh that cache. Just delete everything and let it start storing up everything afresh. And when the DNS cache is packed, it can also affect your internet connectivity. So this is how you're going to do it. This is how you're going to create space. This is how you're going to flash your DNS cache. So the command that you write is ipconfig and then / flash DNS. As simple as this. It's not a period, it is a / then you say flash DNS. Hit enter, and you can get this confirmation that Windows IP configuration successfully flashed the DNS resolver. So if you've been experiencing maybe connectivity with your internet, that's what you can do. ipconfig space / flash DNS. Now that is one networking command. I'm going to clear up my screen and then show you something else. If you want to see your IP configuration, what is your IP address? The command is IP address, which I've just typed in up here, ipconfig. Here you can see your Ethernet adapter, which is Ethernet 2. You can see any other thing about your network basically. So right now I'm seeing my local area network adapter, which is Wi-Fi, and the connection specific DNS suffix is D-Link. Then the other things like local IPv6 address, which is here. The IP that I'm using is 192.168.0.1. that is ipconfig. Then you can get more handy and say ipconfig /all. Now this command, it gives you even advanced. It shows you things like Ethernet adapter, even Bluetooth network connection. It goes ahead to tell you about wireless LAN adapter, even your MAC address. That's when you do ipconfig /all. Now that is for network configuration. There is one more thing. It is not a part, and it's not among the network configuration, but it's called the task kill. Now there are some tasks that probably you want to end. If you press your Windows X and you go to your task manager, you can, let me enlarge this window and then see more details. Now here I'm seeing the CPU usage of different programs that is running, then the memory, disk, network and stuff. Now imagine you want to see your task list. You can hit task list just like that, hit it, and then you see every program that is running currently on your machine. So another thing that you want to do, you can say task list like this to show the process, the process ID of programs that is running. You can do that on the command prompt, but also you can do it here on your task manager by right clicking any tab and then including the row for the process ID, which is here, which has just come here. I'm going to remove it from there. Okay, another cool command that I want to show you is a command called KnDjoshua-Tech. This command is so good, as we're going to see the benefit of that command right now. So like I was telling you at the beginning of the video, once you connect to one internet connection, your PC memorizes that specific let me close this. It memorizes that specific password for the Wi-Fi, and the next time you come to connect, it might not need you to type in the Wi-Fi again, like that is a waste of time. So your PC keeps that password in a safe place. Now if you don't know your PC, you might never get that out of your computer. You might never get it. Let me close this. Now this network configuration that I'm going to show is called NetSH. So let's first hit enter and enter into NetSH. Then I'm going to say WLAN show profile. Now this will list for me a profile of all the wireless networks that I've ever connected to, which we are saying here. There is D-Link, M921, then there is KnDjoshua, then there is this network as well. I'm not going to call the name. Then there is this network as well. I hope you guys are seeing this properly, because this is the best part of the video. Now you have seen the Wi-Fi profiles that we have ever connected to. They're here. Another thing I want us to do is I want us to check if the passwords are present. There are some networks with serious administrators. You cannot just use command prompts to see the Wi-Fi passwords. It is unacceptable. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say WLAN show profile. I'm going to copy this. Before I move on, this is my home network. This is my router. In fact, it is just up there. This is my other wireless connection as well. I'm doing this on my personal home network. So I don't encourage any of you to go into someone's network, pick their pieces and try to run this into it. You're going to get yourselves into trouble, and I'm not going to be accountable for that. So I'm going to copy this, control copy, and then as the command is still going on, which is WLAN show profile, and I'm going to add the profile name that I want to show profile. Hit enter on that, and I'm going to see everything about that specific network which I specified here inside the command. Now down here in the security settings, I can see that the security key is present. That means I can get the Wi-Fi password of this network. That is for number one. The next one, let me show you show profile. Then I specify the profile that I want to show, which in this case will be this name. Like I said, I'm not going to mention the name. Hit enter, and we can see it right here under security settings. The security key is also present. Damn, this is ridiculous. You don't want your network to just hang around like this. So what I can do, I can just say WLAN show profile, just to pick up the Wi-Fi network, the keys, because it is present. The computer is telling me it's present. WLAN show profile. Then I specify the profile again, which in this case it is this name that I'm not mentioning, and then I'm going to say key is equal to clear, because that is the key we want to see. Hit enter on that, and then what you're going to look for, you're going to look for what we call the key content, still under the security settings, and I promise you this is the Wi-Fi password. This is the Wi-Fi password. This scary, right? But it is. Now to make sure that I'm not telling you something that you're not satisfied with, I'm going to get out of this and then clear my screen. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to say NetSH WLAN show profile again. I'm going to do this on my local network here in here. That was a typo in there. WLAN show profile. Then I'm going to say net sh WLAN WLAN show profile, which is this. I'm going to paste it again. Key is equal to clear. Oh, we have a problem. Let me put back that command again. Net shwlan show profile key. Where is the problem? Okay, I'm repeating this net sh. So I'm not supposed to repeat this because we are already in net sh. So I'm going to just say WLAN show profile show profile, and then I'm going to paste the name of the profile I want to show. Then I'm going to say key is equal to clear, just like that. Now this is the Wi-Fi password of my local area network. This is not security at all. It is something that you can't afford to have it. Now some of you might be wondering, how sure am I that this is the real password? How about if you're lying to me? So what I'm going to do to prove what I'm doing right here is the key content. I'm going to grab my phone here, guys. I'll grab my phone. Just give me a second. I'm going to grab my phone. Okay, here is my phone. Let me close this, and open my screen. It's taking some time. Let me open it again. Okay, this is my phone right now. As you can see it is two of them. Let me click it once. Now this is my screen. As you can see, my screen just looks like this, but it is having a network connection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into settings. It's the same network that I'm talking about, which is D-Link. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, first of all, let me close my Wi-Fi from here so that I don't be getting notifications. Now I'm going to go straight into my WLAN, and then WLAN, and forget this network. I want to just forget it, forget the network. Right now I'm not connected to it. If I try connecting, it's going to ask me for a password. So this is the same thing that I'm just going to copy this password as it is, copy, and then I'm going to paste it here. Okay, that's not allowed, so I'm going to say TKFHE and then 39872 TKFHE. Let's see the what I'm typing in, then 39872. Okay, let's connect to the Wi-Fi network. As you can see, it is connected. It is connected. So that is the power of your command prompt. Thank you guys. If this video has been helpful, please like it, share it, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell icon. The more videos coming in. Thanks. So here is my Android device. Right now it is not connected to any Wi-Fi networks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my WLAN, turn on the Wi-Fi, and as you can see, it connects automatically to the same Wi-Fi network which is down here called D-Link. So my phone knows the password. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to click on that Wi-Fi network and forget the Wi-Fi. Forget the Wi-Fi. Okay, so right now my one network called KnDjoshua, it is disconnected. The other network is also disconnected. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to as you can see, it has connected to WLAN KnDjoshua, but that's not what we want. I want to go back to my settings, go back again, and then I want to connect to this D-Link M920. It's asking for the password. So what I'm going to do is, let me split this screen, split the screen view. Now, since this is the password that we saw, that is the password from our command prompt,